Okay, so it is July the 29th. It is 5:40 p.m. and we're just about to set out on another one of our crazy adventures. But here's what I wanted to show you. Look at the temperature. It is 100 degrees right now, and like I said, it's 5:41 in the afternoon. A lot of people don't realize, man, it gets hot here, really hot. So we're helping a fella out and we need to shoot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go high. We're gonna go real high into the mountains and hopefully be there by dark and then be all set up, ready to shoot at the crack of daylight tomorrow. We're gonna sleep over out where we're going. So anyways, here we go.
Hi, I gotta text you my animals. This is Big Red. Bye.
So they, up there on the, at that trestle up there on the train tracks, they filmed the Charles Bronson movie Breakheart Pass right up there. And a lot of guys don't know it, but the old train is still laying in the ditch right there. When they derail it for the movie, it's still laying up in that canyon there. And if you want to go up there and see it, you better be pretty serious because it's straight up. Okay, so it is now July the 30th, 2023. It is 4:30 a.m. and we are in a completely different place than where we thought we were going. So we left out of town last night at 5:30 and it was 100 degrees when we left. And the whole idea was to get to the top of the mountain where it would be cooler. And so we drove, I don't know, almost 90 miles in over 2 hours. And we get up on top of the mountain and it was 70 degrees. 70 degrees, which is like awesome. And we're like, holy cow, this is going to be great. So, right, we come around the corner to the place we're going to shoot. And what do you think? There's a full-size pickup and a camper trailer there that is big enough to house Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs permanently. And the guy is parked dead center in the middle of the shooting range. And I'm like, holy cow. I mean, how can that even be? How can people be that stupid? So we stopped there, and I figure Vicky will go over and do the negotiations, right? So she goes over, and as soon as the camper trailer door opens, some stupid yapping little mutt comes running out of there, barking its fool head off. And I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna go good. So she talks to the guy, and she's like, you realize you're parked in the middle of the shooting range. Oh, really? No, yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, well, a lot of people shoot here, you know, and we just drove like 100 miles to come here, and we're supposed to be shooting at daylight tomorrow morning. Well, I'll probably be leaving here tomorrow by about 10 a.m. And we're like, all right, this guy's not getting it. And so what do? Pile back in, back down the mountain, and now we're at rock pit number 2. And the problem here is it's always windy here. Always windy. So we're going to do the best we can, but this is where we're at, 4:30 in the morning. Last night the stars, though, were awesome. There was just zillions of them. If you live in a place that you can't see the night sky, I pity you, and you should get in your vehicle and go somewhere where you can see the night sky. All right, we'll be set up here, and who knows? I mean, you can see we did set up a bunch of stuff. I mean, we were still working at, I don't know, I think 11 o'clock last night. And it was actually pretty cold here last night. Anyways, once we get everything together, we're going to be doing some different stuff. I can feel the wind right now. All right, see ya. Okay, so we got some stuff here today that's a little bit different that you didn't think you'd probably see here. Come over here and look at this. What is this? This is a Savage Axis, right?
I don't know what to say about these cheap guns. One thing I will say is the trigger's horrible. I got online and I just wanted to see what modifications there was and what you could do to fix this. Not a lot. But a friend of ours brought this to us. By the way, look how cool these are. And he said, I want you to thread these muzzles. And I'm like, that's a really thin barrel and I really don't want to do it. And he's like, well, the guns don't shoot great as it is. And so I thought, all right, well, as long as I tell him up front that it definitely may not help accuracy and it might hurt, and he's willing to do it, I said, all right, I'll do it for you, because like I said, he's a friend of ours. So this is an adapter that is, I think that's half, I don't know, half 28 to quarter, or to 5/8 24. And so I put the adapter on, and then look what I did. I crowned it, I did 11-degree crown on it, and I crowned it, I brought the crown right out to the edge of the adapter. So pretty much it's on there. And then this is a thread protector, and man, did I think that is cool. That rubber cover fits right over that. I mean, look how that fits perfect. All right, and so this, we put a one-piece rail on it, and it normally comes with 4 6/48. I put one 840 right in the middle, and I didn't sink it flush because the rail is not that thick, and you'll put rings here and here. You'll never put a ring there anyways, and so you got 5 screws in it, right? And that's all I did to this one. Actually, I did a lot more to that, but this one, this is a Ruger American, and we did the same thing. We put the adapter on permanently. Like I said, I crowned it the same way. I just ran the crown right out to the edge, so pretty much it's on there. Then put this adapter on there, like that. And then this rail had 4 6/48. It now has 4 6/48 and 2 840s. I put 2 extra 840s into that rail, and I did make them flush. So that actually turned out really nice. But here's the main thing that we did is I bedded this thing. Holy cow. I would strongly advise, unless you've bedded an awful lot of guns, do not try to bed a Ruger American. This thing, who knows how many hours I have in trying to get this thing perfect. But I pretty much went over this whole gun and did everything I can to it to try to actually get it to shoot. Because he said this one shot okay. So we're going to shoot it and find out. And by the way, this has, this has the AccuTrigger in it, and it's not bad. But I want to show you something else here. And again, this is just, this is not real high-end stuff, but this is a Burris Elite 4500. You can't believe how clear this thing is. I mean, it's so sharp. It's a 4-16. That's a really, again, for the money. That is a really nice scope. And this is 6-screw Weaver rings. Same deal. For relatively inexpensive rings, I mean, this whole setup's not half bad. Now, I'll show you what this is all about, though. Here, forget about that for a second. Comes with actually pretty good scope covers, but this is what it's all about. See if you can just show them that. Okay, and then look at this. Look at the end piece. Okay, so normally, I don't mess with this kind of stuff that much because I don't think you should be putting 9 inches, hanging 9 inches of metal out on a 7 mag that already has a 27-inch barrel on it. But these are short-barreled guns, and he was going to do it one way or another, so I figured if we're going to do it, let's do it to the highest level we can do. Anyways, I've taken this thing apart and really looked at it. This I'm pretty impressed. I mean, this is a pretty high quality product, no doubt about it. I mean, I don't hardly see how you could improve it. Anyways, we're going to shoot these guns. I'm going to put my Premier on this. I'm going to take that scope off. We're going to shoot these guns, and we're just going to see how they do. I'm actually I'm interested to see how this performs also. So that's where we're at. Okay, is it running right now?
Running.
All right, so look what we just did. So she didn't have the camera on down here. I just fired 3 shots. Can you see that? Look at that, and there's what I shot it with. What is this? Frontier 68 grain boat tail hollow point match. And that's with that suppressor on. Show them what we're shooting here. Now this is with my Premier scope. But I mean, holy cow. That's not bad. I'm gonna try this. I got Federal, look what I got right here. I got Federal Premium, gold medal. What is this? 69 grain Sarah Match Kings. I'm gonna try that next. Is that camera on down there?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get to it. All right, so listen, I just put 5 on there. That camera's on down there?
Yes.
I just put 5 of these Federal Gold Medal 69 grain Sarah Match Kings. I got 2 in one hole, 2 in one hole, and 1 away. I'm gonna shoot one more group with that Frontier stuff and just see. It seemed like it liked that better, but again, for $500 gun, it's actually shooting pretty darn good. So shut that off a minute, run down, switch that target, please. Okay.
Had a little technical difficulty with our target camera. So this was another group, 3-shot group of the Frontier 68 grain, and we're done with the 223.
All right, so that Savage Axis, we're done shooting it already. Vicky was having problems. I don't know how much downrange stuff you're gonna get. So I'll just show you right now. So can you see this? So that was that Frontier ammo, 68 grain boat tail hollow point, 3 shots, not bad. Then this was 5 shots with the Federal Gold Medal. I just stopped because it's obviously not going to like that, and I'm not messing around doing seating depth work or anything. All we wanted to see was how it shoots. But then I went back for this is the very last group. That's 5 shots with that Frontier again. So 2 through that hole, 2 through that hole, and 1 right there. And again, it's only, you know, it's a $500 gun, and all I did to it, besides thread the barrel, was recrown it. So we've already quit with that. I took the scope off of it, and now this is 7mm08, and this is important. We want to try to get this one to shoot. This is the one I bedded. So she's gonna have to run down there and turn the camera on, and then I'll explain all the different, because I loaded ammo for this gun. That was factory ammo. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so this is for that 7mm08. So look down here, so come around here so you can see this. So I did this in the reloading room. So I'm using Reloader 17 in all of it. That's just the powder that I settled on because I don't have time to do real load work. So I got 44 grains of Reloader 17 with 168 grain Burger VLDs. I got 44 grains of Reloader 17 with 168 grains Sarah Match Kings. I've got 45 grains Reloader 17 with 162 grain Hornady A Maxes. I've got 46 grains with 150 grain ballistic tips and 46 grains with 150 grain Sarah Match Kings. That's what we're going to try. Now this whole bag right here is when I established my comparator measurements and my cartridge overall lengths, and I did that doing max soft seat jam. And so if you notice on here, these bullets are a little bit different. So this bullet, it ended up at 3.275. This bullet was 3.278. This bullet down here is 3.280. You see here, 3.260, 3.280. But they're all really close, and they're all, in some form or another, they're all either max jam or touching. And again, I'm not that concerned with it. I just want to see how it shoots. And I also have this, what is this? Hornady American Whitetail 139 grain interlock. This is just to get on paper and just to see what it'll do with some factory ammo. So I'm going to try to shoot all of these. And then what I have is, I have 40 pieces of brass. I started out with 100 pieces. I have 40 pieces of brass that are completely prepped, that I did all in this at the same time. And whichever one of these shoots the best, because I brought the bullets with me, I brought the powder and the bullets and everything with me, then I'll load those 40, and that's what he's going to use to go antelope hunting. So that's how we're going to do this. Hopefully she's going to get these cameras working. We've been having a lot of trouble, and I don't know why. So we're going to get on the paper.
Dad's not shooting right now, is he?
No.
Hi! I'm just hanging out. Got out my sleeping bag. Still hanging out. Gonna go check out the pond. Bye!
That was shots 2, 3, 4.
All right, so we fired that Hornady 139 grain interlock. It shot okay. What we're gonna try now is hand loads. So this is mostly for us. That's why we're recording this. So this is 44 grains of Reloader 17 with 168 grain Burger VLD. And the comp number is 3275. And again, that's my comparator. So you have that camera on down there?
I do.
All right, well, you need your earmuffs. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get out of this thing. $25.64. Those Hornady interlocks were averaging $27.75, but this is quite a bit heavier bullet. One thing I don't like about these factory guns is they don't want to single feed, and I don't like pushing it up the feed ramp. See, that won't go in there, by the way. See, that's longer than the box. You get it?
Yep.
So that's always an issue. You know, if you seat the bullet where it's actually the cartridge overall length often will exceed the box length. So if just say it happens to shoot these really good, that means it's going to be a single shot. All right, let's see what it'll do. About an inch. $25.60. You can't hardly get them just to go up in there. I mean, I hate to take it off the bag every time. That's really it doesn't help for accuracy, that's for sure. It's a triangle, but it's not little. $25.83. It just won't go. Putting them together, it's just not real small. 2580. I mean, that one's touching the others. 2592. So I have 10, but I'm only gonna shoot here. Let's see what the numbers were. 25, I can't see. 2564, 2560, 2583, 2580, 2592. It's funny, it's getting faster as it's getting hotter. All right, well, I'm only gonna shoot 5 of those of the 10. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what shows the most promise before I put this is my scope, this is my Premiere. Before we put the scope back on it and actually zero it up. So we'll see what shows the best promise. So she's gonna have to quit a minute and go change that target and get this data down. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so those burger BLDs, they shot okay. Again, it actually kind of showed like it might want seating depth work. So this is 44 grains, Reloader 17. This is 168 grain, Sierra Match King. The comp number is 3278. And again, this is for our information. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shoot 5 and see what it does. We're gonna go through all of these and see what kind of groups we get. Then we're gonna take my scope off, put his scope on, and then we're gonna zero it. And you might wanna turn and show he's coming right at this very moment. Tell him to park over there, Vicky. Show him where to park over here. All right. Make sure, run over there and tell him to make sure he has earmuffs on. Because I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
I would have left that run. Milo, don't make a mess in there.
Howdy, sir.
Morning.
Do you have ear plugs or do you need them?
I do have some. Hang on. Somewhere. I think we're there.
He's about to shoot. I have some if you need them.
Is this the swimming hole? Is this
What?
a swimming hole?
What now?
The swimming hole?
Yeah. Hyla tried to swim in it on 4th of July, but I'm like, you know what? It's a weird color.
I'm going to shoot.
I don't want you in there.
Okay, good. I haven't got it right
Hold
now.
on.
I'll just sit in while he shoots for a minute.
Okay.
I got a mirror somewhere. I got to find him.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Cover up, Hilo. Is that running?
Yes.
You notice I'm letting that run up in there, but then I'm not closing the bolt till I get it up here. By the way, with the 168 burgers, it will not fit in the magazine. With the 168 Sierra Match Kings, it will not fit in the magazine. So again, it would be a single shot. You ready?
Ready.
That's, come over here. Same point of impact. So that's good. All right, 2585. Again, there's no good way to get these to go up in here. So I'm letting them run up in like that, and then I'm just closing the bolt. Okay. About 3/4 of an inch. Grab that, please. Touching 2602.
That's good. Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
That's actually showing some promise right there. So we got 2604. So the camera is running down there.
It is.
Yeah, I hate to have to take that down every time. If this one goes in there, that won't be bad. I don't know. I don't know whether I did that. That one's out. I'm gonna have to shoot one more out of that just to find out whether that was me or it. All right, so Vicki, this will be a 6-shot group.
10.
Yeah, it was me. So there's, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
There's 5 that, they're not bad. Not bad at all. That was 2606. So how did that go? 2580, 2585, 2595, 29, 2602, 2604, 2605, 2606. So those are actually pretty good numbers too. So far that's by far and away the best. All right, stop that, change that target, and we'll go to the next one.
Don't say I'm loud.
Okay.
If I was you, I'd be over here. Walk behind. All right, let's go. So everything we shot would have gone into the exact same group. It's all the same. That's faster, by the way. 2668. It's all been the same point of impact. All of it. Half inch probably. 2706.
What are you shooting now?
Can't hear you.
What are you shooting now?
What are these? Oh, I didn't tell you? Okay, I should have told you. So this is 45 grains Reloader 17, 162 grain Hornady A-Max. triangle. 2,700 even. I don't know why this thing won't throw that. Doesn't throw the brass out. That one's way out. I don't think it likes these as much. 2714. When I say way out, I mean not a mile, but it's out. We got some wind now. Look at the flags. Quite a bit. Doubled on one of the other holes. I can't tell where it went. 2705. All right. I don't know. It doesn't seem to like those as much. What did we get here? Okay, so these are, again, this is for us. 46 grains Reloader 17. This is 150 grains Sierra Match King. And this is at 3280 on my comparator. These would fit in the magazine. Here, I might as well show you. Watch. That'll go in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and push this first one up the ramp. So let's hope that these shoot. Ready?
Ready.
She got her earmuffs on?
Yep. Don's got his on.
Yep, one thing, it went up pretty easy. It felt nice going up. All right, ready? $28.14. Maybe I'll push them all up, one at a time. That's small. 28.20. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if this is the one it shoots. It's vertical. Starting to get wind. Right there with the other three. Really good numbers too. Really good. This might be the best load. Getting a lot of heat off of that suppressor. I doubled on the other one. I don't know. Again, real good numbers. So, again, this is for us. 2814, 2820, 2840, that's not so great. 2816, 2815. So throw out that 2840, you've got 2814, 2820, 2816, 2815. So, and that's definitely showing the best potential down there. All right. So far that's the best.
I can't use another balloon.
Oh wait, there was still some battery left. So
You mean it got me blah, 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 blah.
no, excuse me please. Excuse me please. All right, target number 5. Okay, she's crazy.
Okay, so 46 grains reloader 17, 150 grain ballistic tip. The comp number's 3260. I think these will almost fit in the mag. I'm not sure. I tried it. I just can't remember. You could put one in, so it could be one up and one down. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's see what these will do. $28.12. See, it'll throw it out if I work it.
Gotcha.
I just wish there was a better way to drop them in the chamber. Yeah, that'll barely go. Almost touching. 2802. Right through one of the other holes.
Cool.
Who knows? 2805. Boy, these are good numbers too. Maybe this will be the top dog. I wish the wind would quit. Well, right by it. 2808. $28.24. I would say Well, let's just look at all the targets now. So go ahead, run down there, put up a new target, but bring them all, okay?
Okay.
Here, wait, did you shut that off?
No, it's still going.
It's still going?
Yep.
All right, so we've just have a pattern here. So 2812, 2802, 2805, 2808, 2824. Again, not horrible. Not horrible at all. All right, shut it off and let's look at them all. So that was
Perfect. Okay, put it down.
not touching, but small. Huh? 2773. Stinking wind.
Yep. Yeah, but that.
So did you, are you running?
Yes.
So we pulled my old Premier off and we put this new Bushnell Elite on. You cannot get these dang cartridges to go up in there. I mean, it wants to be fed out of the magazine. This thing likes these ballistic tips too.
That's good to know.
But like we said, it won't. God, I wish I could get these to go up in there. There, that one went. It really likes these ballistic tips. You got that camera on down there?
Yes, I do.
Wow, look through here.
Okay, I'll say it again. He's like a kid in a candy store. It's awesome when it works right.
That's pretty good.
That is good. Wow.
That one wasn't out there.
Uh-huh.
It's just about amazing. Again, it's a... Well, all right, so you running on there?
Yep.
So, again, we talked about this earlier before you were here. So I did extensive bedding on this, and I filled the whole forearm channel also. But notice how consistent it's been?
Yep.
It's being really consistent with everything we shoot. So, plus I got bad wind. All right, Vicki, you need to change that target. Actually, before you change it, go ahead, do what you're doing. The gosh dang winds everywhere. How am I
get your
supposed to?
target.
I get it.
Don't lose those.
Hurry, put something on them.
Put something heavy on them, Don.
That's the factory. Yep.
You need all that information.
There. Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, it's hitting us in the face.
Mm-hmm. Sweat it. Earlier it was going that way, now it's this
I
way.
mean, they're all over. Look at them.
Yeah.
Halle's got her binoculars out. Glass on the target.
All right, so I don't want to waste shells. So what we need to do is we need to go I need a little bit of left into it, just a little bit. Okay, so be nice if you told me which way is. That's right. Okay, so I want to watch it though as I do it. I'm moving it left, correct?
Yes.
By the way, those two are almost touching. Now I'm going to re-zero that. All right, now I want to re-zero this. Now listen to me, go down and change that. Bring that target back up here.
Okay.
Because it's really trying to shoot. I don't want to mess that up. And all right, this has got to be a good one. Problem is it's blowing hard to the right now.
Uh-huh.
Watch it change. Did you see that?
Yep. Yeah, kind of came towards us a little bit instead of.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look, the ones at the target are going to the right.
Yeah.
All the rest are going up to about 50 are going to the left.
Do you see this?
That's crazy.
Are you watching this, Vicky?
Yes.
Kind of laid down at the target now.
Yeah. I don't know if the camera can see it, but it's crazy.
Look at that. Then it got it the whole way down. You see that?
Yep.
They all went from left to right. And all at the same velocity. You see that?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's very uniform.
Oh.
You know what? Just go ahead and shut that off. I think it's too windy for me to shoot now.
I made this with a
So-
4 balloons.
Is that two or what's this, Vicky? Is this 2 or 3 shots?
That is 2.
Okay, so here's the results. This is 168 grain Burger VLD. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, here. And this is 168 grain Sierra Match King. That's 6 shots, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is 150 grain Sierra Match King.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
And this is 150 grain ballistic tip.
Okay.
Okay. All right, see you, Don.
Okay. Thanks again, Scott.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Don.
See ya.
See you later.
Good seeing you.
Did you get a real small group? Okay, so you saw the targets, and I mean the main question is was it worth it? Because doing the bedding on that Ruger American was just an absolute nightmare. It was horrible. It turned out really good. And like I said, I filled the forearm also. We put rails on both of those guns. I put extra 840 screws in them. I threaded those muzzles, put those muzzle adapters on for the suppressor. By the way, the suppressor worked really good. I mean, it was quiet and it definitely was good reducing the recoil. But the question is it worth it? And so you saw the groups. Now realize that was no seating depth or anything. All those were max soft seat jam, and no powder work either. So just one powder charge, and then we just tried a bunch of different bullets. And I would say it liked the 150 grain Sierra Match Kings the best. And we got really good numbers also across the chronograph with that Reloader 17. But the thing is it worth it? Well, it's a ton of work, just an absolute ton of work. And did it shoot good? Yeah, pretty darn good for what it is. And Dawn's gonna go ahead and do seating depth work because it was really showing it really wanted to shoot even better than it was, but it's so windy here, we tore everything down and we're just quitting. It's too windy to shoot. But I would say it's 5 shots under half an inch. So, I don't know, is it worth it? I guess if you can do it all yourself and you know what you're doing, I guess yes. But if you have to pay someone, a professional person to do that level of work, I don't think it's worth putting that much into that kind of a gun. But the part of the deal is the guns are so light and so flimsy, they're really hard to shoot. I mean, even if it was capable of shooting 1/4 of an inch, you're gonna have to be a heck of a shooter to be able to shoot it to its potential. So I don't know, it was an interesting experiment, ton of work. I mean, way more work than, plus we did all brass work. I did full brass work on 100 pieces of brand new Nosler brass. By the way, and we're gonna show that somewhere else. So we have to go back and talk about Peterson brass. Remember the 33XC? Well, they sent us a whole big brand new box and they really went out of their way to try to really make that right. But in that Nosler brass, I bought 2 boxes, 50 pieces in a box, 100 pieces, and guess what? One of them had no flash hole, a solid case head. So I've never saw that before either. So two things related to brass that I've never saw in 50 years of messing with it, and I've saw it all within the last month. So anyways, see you later.